It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Colts and the Pats, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great play. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Patriots send out their punter. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw again is Jackson, and that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Patriots coming out now. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting.
Herbert has it knocked free. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get a report when we return to Fox. Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. On second down, it's Stevenson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 3rd and 20.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Now it's Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken at the 46. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup.
Herbert.
2nd and 6.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Patriots.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
That's good for the Patriots.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 24-yard line. from the gun, Herbert. Right side, complete to Mechie.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Colts 15-yard
Again,
line.
Herbert. Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. A throw complete.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Recovered by the Patriots.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Jackson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
To throw is Jackson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Colts 1st down.
Jackson. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Herbert on first down now. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. That went behind his man, incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert. And incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Herbert throwing again. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Miller.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, Jackson. He completes it to Wilson.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super Wild Card Weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment.
Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one.
We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On second down, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And the Colts first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Swift.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Herbert now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Jackson. Allen has it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tonyan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Final minute now of the third quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running left is Stevenson.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28.
First down, Colts.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New England's offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Russell. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Herbert back to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He gets this one to Mechie. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Colts 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Herbert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Justin Herbert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down, Colts.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a